It's a good idea to warm the motor up before changing the oil and filter. Once the motor is warm, you begin by safely lifting and supporting your Macan. If you have a steel suspension, it's pretty straightforward. If you have PASM, air suspension, or a GTS, there are some special things you need to do to safely raise and support it. Please see our article and video on how to safely raise and support your Macan for additional assistance. Once the Macan is safely lifted and supported, you will need to remove the under-engine panel. There are 15 T27 torque screws, red arrow, and 2 large push-pull pins, yellow arrows. Use a T27 torque and remove the screws. Use a trim removal tool and pull the plastic pin out from the base, red arrow, and then pull the base out from the panel. Leave on one of the center torque screws until the end to stop the panel from falling on you while you remove the push-pull pins. Once you have the panel off, it is a really good idea to give it a good cleaning. The drain plug, yellow arrow, and filter housing, red arrow, are right at the front of the motor. Use an 8mm Allen and remove the drain plug. Be careful as hot oil is going to come rushing out. Make sure you have a catch pan capable of holding at least 9 quarts underneath before you start. Inspect the drain plug for any metal and then install a new crush washer. Reinstall it in the pan and torque to spec. Use a 36mm oil filter wrench and remove the oil filter housing. Use care as the housing will be full of hot oil. Slip the housing off, the filter will remain on its mount, red arrow. Pull the filter off the mount and inspect it for any metal or other materials. Metal in the filter is a bad sign and means something is wrong with the engine. Install the new filter by pushing it firmly onto its mount, red arrow. Use a pick and remove the old O-ring and install the new one, red arrow. Reinstall the housing and torque to spec. Move to the engine and open the fill port, red arrow, and pour in 8.5 quarts of oil. Reinstall the oil fill cap and start the motor. Look underneath and check for leaks. Install the engine under panel. If you have a scan tool, reset the service interval. You can check the engine oil level using the scroll screen in the gauge. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.